Hello,
This
everybody.
is a
Welcome back,
transmission from the
Master
archives.
Archivist Analysis Watch Along. I am your host, Tima, the Master Archivist, and I am still beaming from that last episode of Andor. Just Sigrona Tima, what can I say? I can't believe getting name dropped in Star Wars. Dreams really do come true. Uh, Also, as I mentioned at the end of the last video, Lucasfilm, if you want me in the video, call me. With that being said, we are back. Andor, season 2, episode 3, called Harvest. You know, um, obviously, I think relating to Bix and obviously, Bix and Company and this Imperial audit. Very interesting. The Imperial officer was very creepy. I thought I've heard rumors of certain things in these 3 episodes. We are going to find out if that's true. E. With that being said, I mean, we have a lot going on in these episodes between Mon Mothma and Luthen and their, constant building with the rebellion here. Cassian escaping from the Maya Pai brigade on Yavin, which that was very fun in the episode Easter egg. Um, just a lot going on, like I said, with Bix and the Harvest here, the Imperial audit. Also, uh, Daedra having now taking over Gorman, I guess, under Director Krennic's direct orders. That was a lot of sci-fi words I just said in that sentence. A lot going on. Multiple story arcs playing out together. They did this in the last season, and it was great the way it all came together. And I always say that, I try to keep track of all these shows and all the continuing story arcs. And I always say where I'm like, oh, how are they going to come together? And like, I think Acolyte was a tough one. Because when it came together, it also kind of then like plateaued hard. Um, then when Andor, oh, season 1, very well done, and just the way it all came together, it just naturally was beautiful. So it's a lot to take in the that first viewing. So that's why like sometimes during this I just get a little quiet as I just kind of really hone into what we're doing and like what they're saying, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to keep this in mind here. Just trying to figure out who's who. I'm trying to remember names. A lot going on. There's gonna be a lot of rewatching after these videos, and there's gonna be a lot of writing. So with that being said, Andor season 2, episode 3. Let's get it started. Of course, we're gonna sit through the playback. We're not gonna sit through the commercial here. All right, so getting it started. Disney Plus original. Okay. Yes, and here, season 1. Yeah. Yeah, Mon Mothma basically, I hate to say like selling off her daughter, but yes, to essentially fund the rebels. Insane. Here's a weird Imperial officer. Got Cassian and the Maya Pai gang brigade. So I wonder, in this scenario, she's using Cassie maybe as the stand-in for the husband. It's kind of neat. Mm. Interesting. See, and then Cassian gets away. Here we go. Cassie makes an escape, and now I assume he's going back to Bix. Yeah, Yavin 4. Yet again, crazy. So let's see how far Cassian can go. Will he make it back? And the TIE Avenger. Wow, you know what? Alright, I'm seeing some play out here. So he's gonna show up in the TIE Avenger, which is stolen, and they're currently doing the Imperial audits here. But since the comms are cut off, I'm assuming he doesn't know that they're doing the audit. I can see a lot of trouble on the horizon for him. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. And the Andor logo. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Here he is. Curious thing, there's so much space to this little ship. There we go. Man, that kicking at high speed. B2 emo, woo! I love him so much. Oh, a toy bowcaster. Alright, I was like, no way this kid got a full bowcaster. Oh, B2. He looks happy. So I said, what I like this show is just regular people in the galaxy. Not force sensitive, just mechanics, farmers. I mean, real salty earth people, you know? Mm, I see. Mm. The big boss. They said it. Mm. I assume they're talking about Luthen. Oh, look at that. Little puppet of a ATST. I feel so bad. I know my Mothma feels the same way, and I'm like, because here, I mean, she's literally giving up her child for the security of the galaxy. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Wow, that's. See, that's a tough one there. I feel like it's almost as if to say, like, yeah, thanks for the option, but it's too late now. Yeah, like we've gone too far. Say now. No, I think she just feels more of her. Oh, almost like the weight and regret of the situation. So it feels like Lord of the Rings. Mm. Never seen the ceremony. They're walking around. Where he has a stick in his hand, as is tradition. Hmm. Just entering the circle. They're moving around, as is tradition. See, the parents have entered the circle, moving around, as is tradition. Yo, what? I wonder if it's like a braid thing. Yeah. God, cutting from that. Now it's a oh, look at that technique. It's like a day in the life, man. See the ISB, the Imperials, man. They're just like us. Oh. You know the internet's been going crazy for Dedra and Cyril. They're just so awkward. He reminds me of that comedian. I believe his name is Jimmy Carr. I think UK comedian. Oh, nice. So that's what they're putting off. Dinner with his mom. Huh. This is so. Alright, I'm getting a kick out of this. This is pretty funny. Ray does capture very awkward. First time meeting the parents. Oh, look at that. Hell's got a signal. What a great little switchboard. Like a Star Wars switchboard. That's so cool. Mm. Mm. Look at that. Like, still speaking in code here. That is so interesting. see. Ah, he's getting himself in too deep. See? Interesting. Oh, Star Wars fondue. It really is Star Wars fondue. Ooh. Uncle Harlow. Uh-huh. Huh. Look at that. Dedra really grew up in the system. I certainly get a kick out of Sorrel's mom. She's funny. And like almost a near intimidating way, will I say. Newly betrothed. Yeah, contrast here. People walking down the aisle to new life. Walking down the fields here to leave. What is their new life? Can you say contrasting parallels? Is that an oxymoron? Well, hmm. Oh, God, she's good. Ooh. Wow. Go Surreal. That's calf. Wow, she is great. He knows something happened. What is this? Oh, that's what it is. Huh. Oh, look at that. They're cottons. We're cottons reference. Woo! That's interesting. An adventure. That is crazy. How does Luthen come across these things? Genuinely. Tima, hey! Yo! Oh my god! That is crazy. Oh man. Oh, dude from Naboo. Luthen is not having it. Because it's interesting to me. I said again. Oh, this is crazy. Because that's one of the things I find really cool is like a lot of these like artifact traders, if you would like to call them that. Doc Ondar, Luthen Rails. I guess the more I'm learning, the more I'm finding my connections. I've gotten a great deal of antiquities from Doc Ondar. So I'm like, get a connection here. I'd like to see get some connections on Corzon, I suppose. I, I need. Can I get a Tima counter for these episodes? Plus, it's just something gone for so long. This artifact here. I mean, we're cotton invaders. Amazing work. Just seeing all the Star Wars instruments. Feel so high society, you know. The silence is I'm just taking in the dancing here. Yeah, team up. That's so good. I need I need to put a clip of this out. Oh, B2. Oh. Hmm. Oh, so listen. Tense music playing. I hear there's like a really good song in this episode. Ooh. Nice. Ah, the blast on the hip. I've been man keeps the peace on him. Ooh. Well, good thing's got it on him. Because it's too late. Going anywhere? Yeah, here's a weird guy. Kroll. This reminds me of the, no, it's not exactly the same, the quartering axe. Yeah, send these people in, feed them, have them rest. Eyes on the move. There we go. That speeder barely fits through the crops. I could really be taking some notes on the film, on the score for these like episodes. Phenomenal. Here it is. I know this is one of the famous scenes here. Oh, DJ Droid. Yo, this. Oh, dude, I know the canteen is gonna be popping this one next week. I'm dancing right now. See what it is. Here they come. Oh, it's that guy. I don't like this guy. What's Will up to? Ah, Stormtrooper got him. How do you not see? Let me see. Yeah, how do you not see him? Like, unless he's hiding. I mean, come on. It's a suit of white armor in a giant field of wheat. I saw. So I've seen the memes of this. I think, yeah, this is the scene. I think Mothma starts dancing. No, I get it's coming up, but I've seen tons of memes about it. Mm. Ooh. Mm. Oh, what is an Imperial officer to do? Ooh. So yeah, that's what I heard about this online. Uh, what's cat? Oh no, he's casting on blows thing sky high. What interesting mechanisms. Oh no. All right, smart move. Straight into the atmosphere. I wonder, did he actually tell him? Oh. Well, I think they're doing a bit. Yeah, I think they're doing a bit. Mm. Oh, nice. There you go. Bust his lip, I think. Ah, broke. Give him a nosebleed. Yeah, this is. I saw this. There's one meme. It's like, crash out, girl. You deserve it. Ah, Mon Mothma. Jeez. Jesus. I think she might. Oh, no. I mean, talk about. Oh. Really? I mean, this is. Talk about heavy, man. Okay, there's Will. Yeah, is that. Yeah, Will. See, and that's the toughest part of this commentary track. Like last episode was like says the namesake, you know, like there were like those moments where uh not as serious. And then now here I'm like, they're offsetting with the Mon Mothma stuff, but it is not offsetting it. Because I saw people online were like, really mad about everything there. And oh, who's this person? Hmm. Uh oh, Cassian really coming in clutch here. Nice, solid classic lock-on noise. Cooked. He's on the move. There you go. There you go. Separate. Oh, light it up. I think I saw this part leak. I think. At least the stormtroopers in the fields. Cooked. Oh, and the lock on though. Come on. There it is. Oh, no. Drop the silo on him. Crazy. Yeah, there's no getting out of that one either. A lot of deaths have been caused by silos. The more you fight it, the more it drags down like quicksands. Ooh. All right. Yeah. Cassian was complaining. He's like, I don't know how to fly it. Yeah, buddy. I think you figured it out. Yeah. See. Oh, see. At least I'll come in with the pickup. Briar pistol in hand. Hard as hell. Whew. You okay? Cassian cook him. Oh. Oh no. I guess they got him. Oh, Cassian. I guess Imperial's got him. Mm. See, it's like they keep putting Mon Mothma dancing in between all these scenes. And her dancing doesn't even like. There's Vel. I'm just trying to figure out the chauffeur because I'm like, it looks familiar, but I can't really put my finger on it. So unless they might assassinate this guy, I really don't know. See, in between now and the next episode, I'm going to rewatch all of season 1 of Andor to get caught up again. God, dude. Bix has had such a tough time just like the entirety of knowing her through this series, like, see, and then it just keeps cutting back to Mon Mothma dancing. I think Star Wars actually did put up a video of like 1 hour compilation of her dancing. Yeah, see, and then it just stops and it's gonna be the credits, I think. Yeah. Aye. Tony Gilroy. God, what a writer, man. Alright, so we're gonna stop here. Let's talk about the episode. I mean, God, that was heavy in comparison to the last one we just saw. Um but I mean, what a show. I mean, I can't stress that more than that. What a show. I mean, that's another thing too. I mean, this series has also like pushed Star Wars in little ways that like I don't think anyone's really thinking of, like cursing. Always, when they do cursing in Star Wars, it's always a Star Wars esque curse word and stuff. Now I mean they're using real curse words in there, which is wild. I mean, God, real like heavy subjects as we've just seen in this episode as well. Um, and one thing is that I will say, as I've mentioned it, I think I even mentioned in the first episode for this series. I've always said I've enjoyed when they humanized the Empire to an extent, and it's where I'm gonna open up and expand this conversational topic here. So just bear with me on this beginning opening sentence. They humanize the soldiers, because like uh, a lot of times, like, and Daedra was one of them. It's like, oh yeah, I grew up in Imperial Kinderblock. It's like we had everything we needed, and I always say like yes, there are some planets that did thrive under the Empire, um, and I always say like the humanizing the Empire it's like the double edged sword because you're like they're the bad guy. Not everyone's a bad guy, you know, and it's like a lot of these, not a lot, but a good amount of these soldiers, were just taken and forced to fight in this giant war, and obviously that's why we do have a lot of people who defected. I mean, as we saw in Solo, I mean, Han Solo joined more of circumstance, but just to get off planet, and truthfully, I mean, that's what kind of kickstarted him into obviously the hero that he became. Um, One of the things, though, and this episode definitely does, that I think is equally important, because I like when they humanize the Empire, because you're kind of like, okay, these are regular people. Because then I think it adds more weight to it. Because, when you're looking at both sides, obviously you're always rooting for the rebels, the good guys. And then when you start thinking, though, you're like, yeah, but think of the casualties of war anyway. The Empire, a lot of these people, as they humanize them, we were like, oh, these are also just regular people. Like this is their military career right here, or Cyril, like this is his 9 to 5 job. Like these are just regular people. They have lives. It adds weight to it. And kind of like what I said in the last episode, where the rebels themselves being obviously the freedom of the galaxy is on their shoulders. They're willing to do whatever it takes. At some point, you gotta look and go, okay, desperate times, desperate measures scenario. It's bad because like yeah, these are people. Like they always say, like Luke has one of like the biggest like death counts in. I think it's Chopper than it's like Luke, because Luke blew up that Death Star, and people bring up. I want to say I forget who brought up the. I think someone brought up a joke where it's just like, yeah, some of those people are just like mechanics, like they're not. Yeah, they're part of the system, but like they're kind of like as far out of as you could be without still be involved in it, if that makes sense. Um, so you look at something like that and you're kind of like, yeah, I guess that's messed up. Um, and then what this show's done is keeping the importance of, oh god, I hate to say dehumanizing them at the same time, but reminding you that they are the villain of the series. You know, um, I mean, I even said before, I was like, you can tell like this guy pushed around his power and stuff. I mean, obviously it was a very heavy scene there, and it kind of goes back to them like, all right, well, you're keeping the Empire evil, you know, and that's really what this show is. It's showing you that, like why is there rebellion? You got to think, and obviously it makes sense. Like, oh well, you don't see it as much in, I feel like, too much of the original trilogy. It feels more like a military police kind of thing. And then you're seeing it here, it's like, no, I mean they literally are treating it like they're putting everyone under their boot, and like I said, I mean it got a heavy episode. Like I said, I kind of got a warning for it ahead of time, because everyone online I saw was like freaking out about it, and I'm like, huh, very uncharacteristic of Star Wars, but this show is also rather uncharacteristic of Star Wars in general, you know. Um, it, like I said, it keeps more realistic, tackles heavier things. So I'm like, okay, like that is, and I feel bad for Bix because she got interrogated last season. Now this, and obviously their buddy died. I mean that's all within a few minutes of each other, and I'm like, dude, I mean to say these characters have been through a lot is understatement, you know. I'm gonna rewatch Andor season 1 over the next couple days. Like I said, by the next episode dropping, I should be caught up. Cause I kind of need to refresh myself on some of the character names and stuff. Um, I think even last time I couldn't remember Cyril's name, like for the life of me. So I'm gonna get caught up. It's kind of my thoughts. Like, so it's a heavier episode, and they try to offset the really heavy stuff with like Mon Mothma dancing, but it's that I don't think I'm using the word subtext correctly, or I guess I am. I mean, I don't know. Um, the conditions in which she's dancing is not one of happy expression. I really thought that was also like a really gut wrenching scene. Um, no, I wouldn't say gut wrenching. Very sad. Is it's like, oh, my mom was drunk when I got married, and I just want to tell you, like, you don't have to get married. And we'll say it's an act of bravery. And daughter's just like, I wish you were drunk. And I'm like, oh, like that hurts. Like you know, that's just a really tough scene. So it was a heavy episode. It was a very heavy episode. And of course, they've only dropped 3 episodes. So this is where we're kind of leaving the series right now. So going forward, like I said in the last video, I'm going to start doing just more videos. Definitely the Master Archive stuff probably be in this format. Just as everyone knows, I run a one-man show, and I'm on a very tight schedule these days. So like getting in the editing and stuff, especially when I see they're dropping 3 episodes, and I forget the release schedule is. I think they're doing like mid-season they're dropping like 2-3 episodes, and I'm like, oh my, I can't catch up with that. So as the meantime, I'm kind of doing just in this like talking podcast form. You can kind of put I'd say I start with the commentary, when I stop. If you sync it up to there, it'll link up to the video. And I'm kind of going to do like this for now. I'm currently working on how I'm going to do a little more with it. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have some more things worked out, a little more hands-on, in-depth video making. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to this Master Archives Analysis Watch Along. I'm your host, Tima, the Master Archivist. Now been name dropped like 20 times in Star Wars. Everyone, until next time, thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.